meeting that sticks in my mind was with fellow science advisors from across Europe, when one of them, and I won't say which country, declared that the leader of that country had enormous problems with exponential curves, and the entire phone call burst into laughter because it was true in every country.
You say, late afternoon meeting with the PM on schools. My God, this is complicated. Models will not provide the answer. PM is clearly bamboozled. Page 53, please. PM asking whether we've overdone it on the lethality of this disease. He swings between optimism and pessimism, and then this. PM still confused on different types of test. He holds it in his head for a session, and then it goes. Page 93, please. Watching PM get his head round stats is awful. He finds relative and absolute risk almost impossible to understand. Page 124. PM struggled with whole concept of doubling times, just couldn't get it.
Well, I think I'm right in saying that the Prime Minister at the time gave up science when he was 15. And I think he'd be the first to admit it wasn't his forte, and that he did struggle with some of the concepts, and we did need to repeat them often. I would also say that a meeting that sticks in my mind was with fellow science advisors from across Europe, when one of them, and I won't say which country, declared that the leader of that country had enormous problems with exponential curves, and the entire phone call burst into laughter because it was true in every country. So I do not think that there was necessarily a unique inability to grasp some of these concepts with the Prime Minister at the time, but it was hard work sometimes to try and make sure that he had understood what a particular graph or piece of data was saying. And I'd learned from a number of meetings, including around climate, where there were certain things that would catch his eye and would work for him, and other things that wouldn't work for him. So there were ways of presenting the data that allowed him to get better access than others.
So it's very much the same time, September of 2020. You record that the Prime Minister had come back from the Battle of Britain Memorial Service, distressed by seeing everyone in masks, and then this starts challenging numbers and questioning whether they really translate into deaths. Says it's not exponential, etc., etc. Looked broken, head in hands a lot. Is it because of the great libertarian nation we are that it spreads so much? Maybe we're licked as a species. We're too shit to get our act together. He doesn't seem to have been the easiest of decision makers for you to provide scientific advice to, Sir Patrick.
It was difficult at times, and this is an example of where I suspect in this meeting I would not have tried to get across too many scientific concepts. Would have waited for a better opportunity to do so and to have spoken to some others.